Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be my monthly empties for the month of March. I feel like I have a lot to talk about today, so we're just gonna jump into it. I have 21 empties for today. I didn't think I was gonna have that many, but in the end, a few things came together to get me to the 20 mark, which always makes me happy. For some reason, that's some kind of benchmark that I have set for myself, and so when I hit it, I'm always happy. So we're gonna start with the products I used on my body in March. Well, a lot longer than March, but I finished in March. First of all, I finished a shower gel. This is the Organic Honey Farm Praline and Honey Shower Gel. This was a gift from somebody. It was actually a gift from a former client and it came in a set of 3 things. I am currently working on the body lotion and the shower scrub, and I'm hoping they will be gone within the next few weeks. But this is gone now, which means my body wash stash numbers are going down and I'm happy. I also finished a little sample of Vagisil body wash. This was sent to me by Pinch Me for review purposes. I actually didn't like it very much. It is the Vagisil Sensitive Scents Daily Intimate Wash in the scent White Jasmine. There we go. That's what it looks like. It's okay. It was quite strong scented for something that was supposed to be sensitive and for intimate parts, but it didn't irritate my skin in any way, and it was just fine. I finished it up and used it up. And then finally for the body, I finished up this Burt's Bees Carrot Day Cream. I actually found this in my office when I was preparing for my inventory back in January. I kind of had forgotten about it. And I believe this was originally a face cream, but by the time I found it, it was kind of dry. Not like hard dry, but like solid dry. It still smelled amazing. It smelled like carrot cake, but I didn't feel like I should put it on my face. So I ended up using this up as a hand cream and it was great. Got me through January and February pretty nicely. And yes, I finished it off, it's gone. The last item for the body is actually my White Diamond body powder. I can't believe this is finally gone. Technically, there's just a little bit left around the edge. Okay, do you see that little bit left? The reason I'm counting this as an empty today is because as soon as I get done filming, I'm going to clean my bathroom, and I have, as you guys know, a counter full of products that I'm trying to pan. And so I want to dump this body powder. This is the Origins Ginger Souffle body powder into this container. I like this container for applying my body powder. It comes with a very nice puff, and it's just a nice way to apply my body powder rather than dumping this out into my hand. So I've decided I'm gonna repurpose or continue using this White Diamonds container and dump this out into it. So I'm counting this as an empty today. There's probably 2 more applications of powder in here, but we're just gonna keep it where it is, dump this in it, and I can get rid of this container. Both these products are in my A to Z project pan, so it gets a little confusing when I keep a container but finish a product, but I'm sure we'll all keep up. You guys will remind me. I have 2 nail polish empties for this month. One is a base coat, one is a top coat, and they are half size products. They're 0.25 ounces, which is why I can get through these pretty quickly. And I had a full-size bottle that was 0.5 fluid ounces and it was half empty, so I dumped these into it to make it easier to apply my base coat and my top coat, so I'm letting these go. Happy to move these out. Also, the reason why I like to do that is because the brushes on this particular line of polishes is really cheap and it tends to fray out of the... Okay, do you see that? This happens with these all the time, and like some of the hairs or the bristles on the brush start sticking out. So these are just kind of cheap bottles, but the product is good, so I dump them into full-size bottles when they're half gone and just get rid of these. So that's two gone there. I have one perfume empty. It is just this little sample of the Erin Aegea Blossom perfume. I thought it was good, not great. I received this from the company and I'm really glad I got to try it out, but it's not my signature scent, so it's going. I also finished the sample of the Garnier Fructis Nourishing Treat 1 Minute Hair Mask. I believe I also received this from Pinch Me for my review. I actually think this is a really good product. If you guys haven't tried this yet, I would recommend it. It smells amazing. I basically like it for the smell. If you go to Target, you will see it in like a tub, and I'm not crazy about the whole tub thing, but basically they say you could use this however you want. You could use it as a regular after shampoo conditioner in the shower. You could leave it as a 1 minute treatment in the shower. So put it in, leave it in while you're showering and then rinse it out. Or you could put it in outside of the shower for like a longer hair treatment mask. It ended up probably being a 3 minute hair mask because that's about how long it takes me to wash everything else after I've applied this. But it smelled great and it left my hair looking really nice. I think it's a good product. I would consider buying this if I was in the market for a conditioner, but I don't think I need one for quite a while. So I'm gonna keep this in mind. Okay, I have quite a few products for the face that are empties for this month. Some of them are little single packet samples, like this Starry Night pack. This was an overnight hydrating mask. So basically I applied this in place of my nighttime moisturizer. I got 2 uses out of this actually, and I thought it was really good. My skin felt very moisturized in the morning, but it did dry down. It didn't stay like wet on my face. It does dry down, but it has a lot of moisturizing properties. I received this along with another product when I was reviewing the other product for 08L, but I think this is really good and I enjoyed it. I finished another Philosophy Renewed Hope in a Jar. This is another moisturizer. I use this both day and night, and I probably got 4 little applications out of this packet, and I think it's a good product. I don't know if I would rebuy it, but I think it's good. I finished a pack of makeup wipes. I do not use makeup wipes for removing my makeup. I like to get my face in the sink and use oil cleansers and soaps and waters. So I don't use these to remove my makeup, but I do use them when I'm doing swatches for Instagram and for my shopping my stash videos that I do with Elizabeth. So this little pack lasted forever. There was 25 towelettes and this probably lasted me a year. The cloths were totally dried out at the end and I would have to just run them under the tap to get them moisturized again, but they still worked perfectly fine to remove the swatches off my arms, and that's how I used this up. And no, I would not rebuy it. I tend to get them for free every now and then, or as gifts, or as gift with purchase, so that's how I end up using them. I don't actually buy makeup removing cloths because I don't use them to remove my makeup. If I was to run out of makeup removing cloths and I needed to do swatches, I would just wash my arms off in the sink or something. But since I have them, I use them for that purpose only. Okay, I finally finished the rest of this All Kill Pore Tightening Ice Stick. I received this from 08L for review purposes quite a while back. It's one of those moisturizing balm sticks that has like a cooling property. When you apply it, it feels very good. I think I had this in my 12 Pans of Christmas project last year, and I finished it to the point where I couldn't get it out anymore, and then I depotted it, and it's just been kicking around for quite a while, and I finally finished the part that I had depotted. I thought this was very pleasant. I know Hard Candy, which is sold at Walmart, makes a similar product. I don't know if I need this kind of product in my life, but I enjoyed it while I had it. I finished my Michael Todd Eye Moisturizer. This is a happy empty. I'm really glad to see this go. This has been kicking around for years and years and years. I thought this was an okay under eye moisturizer, but not the best. This isn't like a holy grail product. And it's in my A to Z project, so I'm just really, really, really happy to have this gone. Really happy, so yay. I also finished one of my daytime moisturizers. This has SPF in it. It's from Lancome. I received this from Influencer for review purposes, and I really enjoyed it. but I'm always glad to get through a product with SPF in a timely manner so that I know that it's still effective. This was an SPF of 50 plus. This isn't the biggest container and it's quite expensive, but it is still sold at Sephora and Ulta, and it's a nice sunscreen, so I would consider rebuying it, but I'd probably just go for something cheaper, to be honest. That Garnier one that I'm currently using only has SPF of 15, but it's really good and it's a lot cheaper than this. So I'm so sad to say that I finished my Burt's Bees facial scrub actually like an hour ago. And you guys know how I feel about this product. It's no longer available. I was talking with another YouTuber, her name's Reed, and she was talking about the other facial scrub that Burt's Bees does still sell. It doesn't seem to be an exact dupe of this, but it seems like it might be very similar. It's now sold in a squeezy tube, so eventually maybe I will try that and see if it is comparable to this. That would be amazing. If it is, I don't know. But I do have so many facial scrubs in my stash right now that I have to get through before I actually need to repurchase anything. But you guys know, this isn't a happy empty, this is a sad empty. Okay, and finally for the face, I finished off a sheet mask. I received 5 of these from 08L for review purposes. I used 1 and completed the review, and I still had 4 left. Now, I do not want to count these as products coming in. So I've already given 1 of the 5 to one of my husband's coworkers that expressed some interest in this product, and I have a little something planned for the remaining 3, so stay tuned till the end. But I like this. I'm not a sheet mask girl. I think there are 2 types of people on this earth. You're either a sheet mask girl or you're not a sheet mask girl, and I am not a sheet mask girl. It takes me a long time to get over the initial feeling of that application. I talked about it a lot on my Instagram post about this, but although I can appreciate the benefits that this mask has in it and applies to my face, it's not worth it to me. I'd rather just put on a serum and a night cream and be done with it than sit around the house for 20 minutes with this on my face. But there are a lot of people that are sheet mask girls, and if you are, you get it. This is a good product and you love this kind of stuff. So I don't know. I'm just bad about masking in general, so it's not for me. Stay tuned till the end. Let's talk about makeup. I never have a lot of makeup empties in any one month, as you guys know. I kind of work at a snail's pace when it comes to finishing products, but I feel like this month I have some good empties, some really good empties. Probably the best empty of all time in history is this little beast right here. Yes, this is my Rimmel Stay Matte foundation. It was cut in half months and months and months ago, when at that time I thought I only had a week's worth of product left and it would be gone. But it turns out I could almost fill this entire jar full of foundation, which gave me another 3 months or 4 months of product, and that is finally gone as well. Words cannot express how happy I am to not have to use this anymore. Sadly, I do have another one of these in my stash in a different shade, but I'm taking a break from this product for a while and enjoying a foundation that I like much more. Several of you have expressed curiosity in what my current foundation routine is. I will say that it's pretty minimal. I've been going light with foundation and just kind of relying on concealers. I do have a foundation routine. It's just very minimal. If you are interested in seeing what that routine looks like, leave a comment down below and I will film that. I always think, like, when I'm watching videos, I'm like, get to the color. Get to the eyeshadow, get to the blush, get to the bronzer, get to the lip products. But if you guys are interested in seeing what my foundation routine looks like, let me know and I will film that, because it's been a while, but it's not involving this, and that's what really matters for sure. I also finished my Maybelline Age Rewind concealer in the shade Brightener. You guys know how I feel about this. I love it. Until we meet again, I will be using up other products, but this is Holy Grail. This has moved up to Holy Grail status and I cannot wait to buy it again. This Urban Decay mascara sample was put in the last round of Turn and Burn. I figured I could get through this fairly quickly, maybe a month, and it would be out of here. And when I went to go open it, it was completely dried out. I had a hard time pulling it out of the tube, and I couldn't figure out why it was like so stuck in there. And yeah, it's just a dry blob of mascara on it. So that's not an empty per se, but it's going. Also in Turn and Burn, I finished the sample of the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I thought it was good. And what else do I have here? Oh, and also from Turn and Burn, I finished this sample of Mary Kay lipstick. I actually got 3 applications out of this little sample, and I thought the shade Simply Pink was a really pretty spring pink. I don't know if they even still sell the shade because I've had this forever, but I'm really glad to finally have this out of my stash. I feel like this has been kicking around for, you know, like a decade. So that is all my empties for the month of March. There are 21 in total, but the question is how many of these apply to my low buy, and the answer is 11 do. So let's go through those really quickly so you can see what the 11 full-size products are that are counting towards my low buy. Obviously, the foundation and concealer are items 1 and 2 that will count towards my empties. Number 3 is the Burt's Bees scrub. Number 4 is the White Diamonds body powder. Number 5 is the Lancome sunscreen. Number 6 and 7 are the 2 nail polishes. Number 8 is the pack of makeup remover wipes. Number 9 is the empty body wash. Number 10 is the Michael Todd eye moisturizer, eye cream. And number 11 is the All Kill Pore Tightening Eye Stick that I received from 08L. I am so happy to have 11 empties that count towards my low buy. Okay, things are getting a little crazy here. The kids are getting restless, so we need to wrap this up. At the end of February, my bank account for my low buy was at 13. And I had said 14 in the video, but it was actually 13. My math was off. But yes, I had a bank account of 13 with these 11 full-size products that I'm gonna count towards my low buy. That leaves me at a total of 24 credits towards future purchases.
What's that, Mom?
I have some thoughts about my whole little low buy plan for 2019, and my thoughts are that this is dumb and I don't want to do it anymore. March was really hard. March was the hardest month out of this year by far. March made January and February look like a breezy stroll down the beach compared to March. My first temptation hit me on March 4th. I remember the date. I know exactly where I was when I opened the email from Ulta that said that the Too Faced Tutti Frutti palettes were going to be half off for that day. I already have the Razzle Dazzle Berry palette, but I still want that other one, the pineapple one. And when I saw that it was half off, I just about lost it. I went straight to my bank and saw that I had 13. That is a 7-pan palette, which means I needed 14 credits to buy that, and I passed on it. And all I can say is hopefully when I have more credits down the road, it will go on sale for half off again and I can pick it up then. But it was hard, and that was just March 4th. Also, as the entire beauty world knows, the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty kicked off this month. Actually, the last 2 years, the March 21 Days of Beauty had nothing that interested me. I usually passed on that, and so I was kind of anticipating that to be the case this year as well. But no, there was some good stuff on this Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, and I knew I was in trouble. I knew I was in big trouble, and I had to really think hard about what was a priority for me and what wasn't. The 3 things that were tempting me the most during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty was the chocolate Gold Bar palette from Too Faced. I have only heard good things about that palette, and I always said, like, if it goes 50% off or something, I'll get it, but I'll wait for that because as much as I want it, I knew I could be patient for that one. And it went half off. Also the Tarte Toasted palette. That palette has tempted me many times. I know I have a ColourPop dupe for that palette. I think it's called the Double Entendre palette. But I still want the Toasted palette, you know, complete the collection and all. So that one tempted me. Also the Cover FX Glimmer Veils or whatever they're called. You guys know I've been wanting the shade Amethyst for the longest time, and that actually was yesterday. I had it in my shopping cart. I was just going to buy one Amethyst and call it a day. It would have only costed $14. So I had the shade Amethyst in my shopping cart yesterday, and I was really close to buying it, and then I realized that the shipping and handling for it was going to be like almost $6, and I had to choose between either adding some stuff to my cart to get the free shipping or letting it go, and I let it go. So there were some proud moments, some difficult moments throughout the month of March for sure. I did end up buying something though, and I don't think I have any regrets about it. It's still in the box, so I haven't used it yet. But when I really thought about where my priorities were in managing my low buy and following the rules that I set for myself, whether I think they're stupid or not, I decided that my priority was the Desi and Katie collab with Dose of Colors Friendcation palette. That was another palette that I just kind of told myself, like, if it goes, it goes, but if it goes for half off, I'm gonna get it. And so I got it. It is sitting in a box that's been on my front hall console table for the last 3 weeks. So we're gonna open it up right now and take a peek at it. Ulta must have forgotten my free samples. Here's the outer packaging of the box. It is cute. What finally pushed me over the edge for this palette was I finally watched Samantha Ravindal's review of this palette where she did a tutorial, and I was like, oh yeah, that looks good. Here is what it looks like. I'm pretty sure most of you already know this because I'm like the last person here to talk about it, but if you haven't seen it, that's what it looks like. I do have the quad from the original collaboration with Dose of Colors, which I also haven't used yet, but that one's more gold and this one's a little bit more bronzed, a little bit different. Thank goodness nothing's broken, and this is what she looks like. So as you can see, there are 10 pans. In this palette. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 10 pans in this gorgeous palette. And for my low buy rules, I have a 2 out, 1 in rule. So I currently have 23 credits in my bank for new purchases, and this 10 pan palette is going to wipe out 20 of my credits. I have no regrets about that, at least at this point. This is one of those items that I have wanted for a long time. I told myself that I needed to wait for it to go on sale. I told myself to be patient, and I think I did that. I stayed within my budget for my low buy rules, and I still have 3 credits to work with for a future purchase. I think, at least as of right now, that I made the right call. Did I need a 10 pan eyeshadow palette? No, of course not. But this is how the low buy rules were set up for me, so that there's just a little bit of give and take. If this was a complete no buy, I would have failed it already. But because I've given myself rules that I can work with, I'm still following them. So I'm really happy about that. What does this mean? It means, is there a naked baby coming behind me? It means I'm not gonna be able to buy anything new for quite a while because I need to build up my bank account again. I only have 3 credits. I'm probably not going to have enough credits by the time the first Sephora VIB sale rolls around in April, which is fine. I'm only VIB, I'm not VIB Rouge, so I only get like 15% off at that sale anyways, and I usually just skip it because I can wait till I get 20% off in the fall. I don't know why 20% off sounds so much better than 15% off to me, but 15% off seems like it's not even worth it. At least for me. So I usually wait till the fall sale anyways, or yeah, I skipped the customer appreciation and the April VIB sale last year. So I'm not too upset about that. It's really more the 50% off sales that are still my main trigger, and I have to dig deep when those come along because it's still really hard not to jump on every item that goes 50% off, especially if it's something that's been on my wish list for a year or two. Like it's really hard, but that's where we're at. So let me know how you guys fared in the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, if you fell into some traps, if there were some products that you had been wishing for.
And bye.
If there were some products that you'd been wishing for that finally went on sale for half off, did you get them? Did you hold out? Are you following your no buy or low buy rules? It's getting tough already, and we're only 3 months in. We'll see how it goes. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
Bye.
Yeah.
My mommy told me I could give these away. She's so happy that you watched her videos. If you want to win one of these masks, just leave a rose emoji in the comments below. You would be put in a raffle to win one of these masks. This giveaway is open internationally. Thanks for watching. Bye.
All right, you did it. Thank you. I needed that.